What's going on, duelists? It's your boy Nick, bringing you Game 3 of the Generator Invoked versus UMI Control match. That's right, UMI Control was able to force a Game 3. It's tough playing around Kairushin. He's just a big-ass floodgate, and it's not easy, trying to establish a board when you're pretty much locked under there can be only one, so to speak. But with that being said, welcome to the channel, guys. My name is Nick. We do Yu-Gi-Oh! Content mainly focused around rogue and casual decks alike. If those are things that you're interested in, then I highly encourage you subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below on what you think of these live duels. I will leave links in the description below for Game 1 as well as Game 2, and leave links in the description for the deck profiles for the decks we're playing here today. But with that being said, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to dive right into this Game 3 because Generator Invoked has a bit of a bone to pick with UMI Control. UMI Control defeated Ninja Crawler. Ninja Crawler tagged Generator Invoked in, and it's getting kind of sketch, man. But with that being said, good luck, duelist.
Good luck, man.
Since I did lose the previous game, I will elect to go first.
Okay.
Alright. Draw, standby main.
Sure.
Alright. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? I'm going to... this is a tough one. I'm going to normal summon Alistair, activate the effect to search for invocation. I will then link the Alistair off to summon a Artemis, the Magistus Moon Maiden. Really nice link one. I will then activate Invocation, allowing me to fusion summon and banishing the Artemis and the Alistair from graveyard to make a copy of Invoked Mechaba. Alright. Then I'll go Graveyard Effective Invocation, adding the Alistair back to my hand, and shuffling the invocation back into the deck. Okay. Then I will set one back row, and I will pass it on over to my opponent.
Draw?
Yep.
Standby?
Yep.
Me?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt to activate Pot of Extract.
Pay your cost. Going for 6, thinking on that. Thinking pretty hard on that, actually. I will go Invoke Mechaba, discarding Foolish Burial to negate and banish that.
Does that negate activations or effects?
Negates activations. But it's not the start of main phase 1, so if you have another pot, you won't be able to activate it this turn.
Okay. Ready? to attempt normal jelly.
I will chain on the summon of Jelly. Generator boss fight. It says I can activate a generator field spell directly from my deck and or graveyard. Then my opponent draws one card. I will activate my generator boss stage. Then, at resolution of this, you will draw a card. And because you drew a card, my boss stage will trigger. Actually, I'm going to be going back in here. It states, once per turn, if a card or cards is added from the main deck to the opponent's hand, except during the damage step, I can special summon a generator monster from my deck in defense position. I will special summon Har, Generator Boss of Storms, which will trigger the secondary effect of my boss stage. It states, if I special summon a generator monster or monsters during the opponent's turn, except during the damage step, I can special summon as many generator tokens, Fairy, Light, level 4, attack 1500 and defense 1500 as possible, in attack position to my side of the field, but destroy them during the end phase, even if this card leaves the field. There's that same clause.
Jeez.
So I will special summon 1, 2, 3, 4 generator tokens to my side of the board.
Okay.
Thinking on resolution of that summon, I will activate the quick effect in my hand, Trias Hierarchia. This card states that during the main phase, if this card is in my hand or graveyard, quick effect, I can tribute up to 3 fairy monsters. Luckily, my generator tokens are fairies, so I will tribute 3 of them. To then special summon this card from my hand or grave, but banish it when it leaves the field. And then I can apply the following effects in sequence, depending on the number of tributed monsters. If I tributed 1 fairy, I just special summon this. If I tribute 2, I special summon this, and I get to destroy a card the opponent controls, non-target. And if I tributed 3, I special this card, destroy a card you control, non-target, and I draw 2 cards. So I will special this, pop your jelly, and I will draw 2 cards. Yeah, Trias Hierarchy is a crazy card.
I'm gonna dog ring.
So you're going to Kaiju. That is fine.
I'm gonna kaiju myself.
Alright, special, yeah, because you control. I control a kaiju. You can special this card from your hand to your opponent's field and attack, but you really want to control. If your opponent controls a kaiju monster, you special this card from your hand and attack position. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Until battle.
Yeah, got nothing for you leaving main.
Okay. I will attack or attempt to attack Invoke Megabull.
Both Mechabuff, okay. Damage step. Pitch Alistair. Mechabuff will gain 1,000 attack and defense, jumping to 35. So you crash, your kaiju dies, and you take 500 damage.
Alright. Pass turn.
Okay. End phase, the tokens die. I will draw for turn. Anything on draw? Stand by main. I will send the boss stage to the graveyard so that I can activate Magical Meltdown, allowing me to search for an Alistair the Invoker from the deck to my hand. I will normal summon Alistair the Invoker, allowing me to search for an invocation from deck to hand. I will activate Invocation. So I can fusion summon. I will banish the Alistair from my field and the Dogoran from your graveyard, since it is a fire. That will allow me to fusion summon into a monster you haven't seen yet this match, Invoked Purgatrio. It requires Alistair the Invoker plus a fire monster. We'll go to the graveyard effect of Invocation, adding the banished Alistair to hand, and shuffling this back into my deck. Since there is a monster special summoned from the extra deck on my field, I will special summon the Dogmatic of Fleur-de-Lis from hand. Switch my Trias Hierarchia to attack position and attempt to leave main phase to enter battle, where I will attack for what should be game. 3,025. Attack with Fleur, but he gains a 500 when he battles, so he's 3k, and that is game.
Got it, man.
UMI Control took the L. Generator Invoked takes the W, guys. That was a really interesting game 3. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, this hand was kind of doable, but you just had the answers. Like, you pot of extra, whatever.
You drew double extra?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny you bring that up because when you asked me that question, I figured I'm like, he must have another one. But I'm like, the problem with extra is it has to be the start of main. Like, nothing else can happen. So technically, once that gets negated and banished, we're no longer at the start of main phase 1. We're just in the main phase now. So the second copy can't activate.
Right. Which is why I didn't go Dogran to take care of the Mechabuzz, negate. Which I couldn't do that. So I was like, hopefully this goes through. And if you get, I'm thinking.
So then if I let it resolve, I was screwed because then you could have Dogran me.
Yeah.
And then, so actually stopping you from getting the draw 2 was relevant. You did, you kaiju'd the Hara. That was pretty funny because he was still another Omni, obviously. Because he contributed himself and the remaining generator token. But this card, really, this thing is nuts.
This thing is insane.
Because all the generator tokens are fairies. So if that thing's in the graveyard or my hand, keep in mind I can use Foolish Burial to put it in the graveyard. During the main phase quick effect, I can just tribute fairies to special that. And depending on how many fairies I tributed, I gain additional effects.
Yeah, it's insane.
So if I just tribute 1, he specials himself. It's a free level 9 extender. If I tribute 2, he specials himself and I pop a card non-target. If I tribute 3, I special him, pop a card, and I get to draw 2 cards, which is just... What? Trias Hierarchy is just an honorary generator. It might as well have been a generator, honestly. And then here's Invoked Purgatrio. Read this card. This is something that I think you'll find great joy in reading.
This card gains 200 attack for each card your opponent controls. Can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each.
So the funny thing about Purgatrio is that, like he had read, it gains 200 attack for every card the opponent controls. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but let's say the opponent's got an established board that does not consist of a Kairyu specifically. If he's got 3 monsters and let's say 2 back row, this thing is gaining 1,000. On top of its 23. Because I have an Alistair in hand, most likely, off the Invocation, I can pitch the Alistair, he'll gain another 1,000. So he'll jump to 4,300 attack. This thing can attack all monsters you control once each. It's not an activated effect, it's just a condition. So and it does piercing damage, even on defense monsters. It's 4,300, and it attacks every single thing. This card by itself can OTK, which is nuts when you think about it. But I don't want to let the closer last too long. This was the match of Generator Invoked going up against UMI Control, and Generator Invoked took it. So thank you guys for sticking around, for watching this. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. And like I said, I'll leave links in the description down below for the profiles for each deck being played here today. And leave links in the description for Game 1 as well as Game 2. Also, check out some of the other videos I have on my channel. I have a lot of really cool profiles, combo tutorials, test hands, other live duel videos. So like I said, subscribe because I'm gonna continue bringing you guys really cool and unique Yu-Gi-Oh content. And like I said, you guys don't want to miss out on some of the ideas that I have brewing up. So with that being said, this is Nick signing out. Thank you all so much.